Hello everyone, Susan for SLC Aquatics here. I am trying my best to help Diego out at Petsotics to get started on a Google's Hangout. And I hope that everybody here is, just one moment. I'm telling him I sent him a link, and hopefully he will join me soon. So I'm trying to get to the watch page. Hopefully he will join me soon. Sorry about that. Hello everybody. I know Joel's live. This is something that I wanted to do with Diego, and something detained him. So I'm trying my hardest now to get him at least live with me, because on his YouTube channel, he doesn't have the event created yet. So hello, Nola Jane. Hello, Victor. Hello, Vanessa. Hello, Daryl. Hello, Aquatic Express. And hopefully he'll join me. He wanted to host this himself, and I'm sure something came up because I've called him like 6 times. No, I haven't. I've called him twice and texted him about 6 times. And he had left his phone. So I told him I sent him the link for him to join me. And if he signs in here, we'll do a collab together. Hope everybody's having a good Friday night. I know Corvus Oshkin's live with Bentley. What's his name? Pascal. Hello, the Loach guy, Jeff. Nice clock. You see my clock? Thank you, Nola Jane. Good to have you all with us tonight. We're going to discuss his website and my website, and we want to get you all involved in the networking of the Fish Fam community. And when Diego joins me, he can share his heart and his vision and the projects that he has going. He has several YouTube channels now that kind of network with him, that he has promo codes, so that when you go to his website and purchase from his website, you can enter that promo code and you'll save extra on your order. And then that person's promo code that you used will also get money put into kind of like a store credit thing. Hello, Dub. How are you doing? Off to stock up on my frozen foods. All right. Happy shopping. And be safe. I know the weather is getting bad in lots of areas, and we may even see a couple inches of snow on Tuesday, which I really want to see, but I have a business meeting to go to on Tuesday, and I sure would hate to see it canceled, because kind of, once you get your adrenaline going for a project and you want to actually jump in with both feet, and you want it to happen. So thank you for the compliments on my clock. I have not added it to my Zazzle store yet. I kind of just went shopping one day. I need a clock in the fish room here. And so I went ahead and created it real quick and ordered it. And it's smaller than I thought it was. Let me see if I can go get it. Let me see if he's coming. He hasn't replied. King and Queen Cichlids, hello there. How are y'all doing? I'm excited about y'all's upcoming events that y'all have scheduled for February, March, and April, and May and June, I think, all the way up into June. But I'm sad that you all won't be able to participate in the Fish Fam couples live stream on February the 16th, unless you're home by 5 p.m. Let me see what he's saying. He's talking to me in text. I'm going to mute my mic for a few minutes, guys. Let me see if I can get my screen to share, and I'll let you go ahead and look at petsotic.com. And y'all can go shop. Let me see if I can do a share here. Share my screen. Okay. What are y'all seeing? A mess. I want this to be all you see. I do need to mute my mic. I'll be back. Okay, guys, I'm back. There's Diego. Hey, Diego.
Hello.
See, I got started without you, but I wanted you to do this. I wanted you to host it, but I don't mind helping out at all.
Wait, I'm hearing.
You're going to have to mute the audio on what you're looking at on the
Okay,
live stream.
I don't know what I'm doing.
That's okay.
Yeah, 'cause I got another screen. I got two screens now.
All right, you should be looking at your Google Hangout only.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. Everybody, welcome Diego Vargas into the live stream tonight. Diego, take it away.
Yeah, I don't know where to start.
Well, pretend like you're actually hosting it.
Like I'm actually hosting it. um, don't know where to start.
Welcome everybody into the stream.
Welcome everybody into the stream.
We have 7 viewing right now.
7. I can't see the chat.
We've got Not Nola Jane, Fish Rich. We've got Victor V Stag. We've got Vanessa MSA. We have Daryl Deemer, Aquatic Express, and Dub Rex Y21, King and Queen Cichlids, and Donald at Aquatic Express is asking a question. He was going to ask if you heard about the few inches of snow that's expected Tuesday. All of my teachers are praying for snow. Yeah, he's Donald's here in Alabama with me, and we've got some snow coming. So yeah, I heard about it too.
Yeah, we got some. We're getting snow here too. I don't know how many inches we're gonna get, but yeah, we're getting snow. Hopefully, gladly I'm off today, so that's.
So you don't have to drive and go anywhere.
Yeah, I'm off today and tomorrow.
Mr. B Fish and Things are here with us. He has a question for you, Diego. He says, start at the beginning. Tell us how you got into this.
Well, my original idea with Susan was for me to be the host and do a live show with her, a collab. But it's like Susan just jumped me into this, which is better because I wanted to actually just jump into it, and I've done a few videos, and I actually wanted to do the live streams. But as everyone can see, I'm I'm nervous, so
just keep breathing. There's no haters here. We all love you.
Thanks.
We have Passion for Pets came in and said, hey. We got Jay Latham, who is James Latham. Let's see. James says, you can have some of my snow. I got about a foot on the ground and it's still snowing. But we want to welcome Diego of Petsotics. When I was on the phone with you, Diego, I had I was doing a screen share like I did with you during our trial.
Yeah.
And I had your website up. So we were looking at the store page, the first store page on the Hikari and the, I think all of it was Hikari Foods.
Yeah.
But I think Mr. B's Brandon might be wanting you to tell us how you got into the fish hobby.
Oh, I got into the fish hobby?
Yeah.
Okay. this was supposed to be about you, Susie, not me. Okay, well, I got into it. Like pretty much everyone else, they had fish growing up, here and there, back and forth. So I pretty much got into the same way. But I actually worked for a small pet store, and that's where I got more interested. I was working at a pet store and taking care of the fish almost every day when I worked there. And so I learned a little bit, and then and actually managed that store at one point, like towards the end before he closed. And he had both fresh and salt water. So I wanted him to teach me more about saltwater as much as the freshwater. And he never taught me. I pretty much learned it on my own. And then he closed his store, and I opened mine. This was like 25 years ago, but that's pretty much how I got started. And not just the fish, the whole pet business, that all pets have always been in the back of my mind. And I just decided to try it online, like probably 6 years ago. So
about 6 years ago. Okay.
I've been online 6 years now.
Great. Okay, so if you want this to be a collab where you're interviewing me or hosting me, okay, you go with the questions then.
Okay. Okay. Actually, I wrote some here, but I'm sure you've answered this question many times too. But how did you get into the hobby?
Well, when I was about 12 or 13 years old, um, an elderly lady that we visited had some goldfish, not goldfish, wild guppies in a gallon bowl. And I showed interest in it and I guess asked enough questions till one day she talked my mom and dad into letting me bring some home. She even gave me, they were beautiful uh, 1 or 2 gallon bowls that had, um, some design around the lip of it. And she gave me some plants that floated, and I think that was guppy grass. So at the age of 12 and 13, I got in keeping guppies, and then they started having so many babies. Mom and dad got me like a 13-gallon aquarium, and this was back in the 70s. So, nothing was 10-gallon, 15-gallon, 20-gallon. It was, you might get 11.5 gallon or a 13.5 gallon tank. So they were different size tanks back in the 70s. So that's how I got started. And then I kept a community tank that I kind of adopted when I was renting a house, and they had a 55-gallon tank in it. So as a young adult with children, I got back into it for a short season, but we had a terrible house fire and everything in the house burnt. And of course, we lost all the fish in the tank and everything. And the last 3 years, I've gotten back into the hobby, and I think this is my fourth year. In 2019, the first part of January is when I got started back in the hobby again, back in 2015.
That's good. My next question is tell us your worst experience and best experience in the hobby.
My worst experience in the hobby was when Camellianus worms got into my guppies, and they were all store bought guppies at that time. And I don't know if they introduced the worm through their digestive system or if I brought it in on some plants. You just never know where it comes from. But
Right.
it took me a little while to diagnose it. And then I was able to get help through some Facebook forums. And they sent me to a guy on Aquabed that had the levomycel that I treated him with. But that was, um, that strain of guppies kind of like ended up having to be died out or euthanized to just get rid of the disease, because after the Camellianus worm infestation, they got secondary bacteria infections, which I didn't know how to treat. So I just euthanized it, broke the tank down, and sterilized the tank, and just started over with new fish and better quality fish. And so to me, that was the worst experience, is fighting disease. But if you get a hold of it fast enough, it doesn't have to be a complete wipeout most of the time. And the best part in the hobby is when you pick up a new fish that you're not real familiar with, and then all of a sudden they've spawned for you and you start having babies. And that's what happened with my peppered corridoras. I didn't even know they were going to even lay eggs. Then I started seeing eggs everywhere, and then every once in a while I'd see new babies. So that was the second most exciting part, or the first exciting part in the hobby for me.
Cool. And your best experience?
Yeah, that was my best experience, was the
Oh, okay.
corridors
Okay.
breeding.
Okay, cool. Um, and what's your favorite fish?
My favorite fish is the guppy. But I'm falling in love with angels.
Yeah, I fell in love with angels a while ago. Probably 25 years ago when I worked at that small pet store. And now I want to start breeding angels, and I love discus too. But if I had to pick one, I would pick angels.
I was going to ask you, Diego, in a pet store, if the angels pair off and start breeding, do you all separate them or anything, or just let it go?
That it depends on the pet store owner, I think, because if it was me and I had my pet store, I would keep them together, and if I decided to sell them, I would sell them as a pair, and I would ask the customer not to separate them, and or I would just keep them and breed them myself. But I go to this one pet store. It's about, yep, it's probably about 30 minutes away from me, and that's where I got my breeding trio of angels. And he goes, yeah, I'll sell you angels, but I'm not gonna separate them. You have to buy them all three. I'm like, I'm fine with that. Yes, he's like, and he goes, and you have to promise me to keep them together. If you're gonna get rid of them, get rid of them together. I'm like, I have no problem with that. That's a promise. He's like, okay. So I have, well, I should say I had them. I had them in a 10 gallon, and I didn't want to do that to them either. I gave them away, and I told my friend, I go, but you have to take all three and not ever separate. You have to promise me that. And so he did. He's like, yeah, that's fine. So he's got them now.
That's cool. We've got a few more people coming in chat, but you can't see the chat. We've got Sherry's Fish Room in here. She says hi to Susan and Petsotics and everyone. We have Daniel Keeping Fish. And Dan Slee came in, lurking but listening. Hope everyone's weekend's off to a good start. And Passion for Pets is in the house. And Angelo.
Okay. I think I got this to where I can see the chat now.
Good.
But
Spoiled Fish just came in.
okay. I think I can see it now.
All right, go for it.
What am I going for?
You're the host.
Okay. My next question is, how did you get started with YouTube, and why?
I was on Facebook in a guppy forum or guppy group, and I saw this person's video that's posted like every 2 weeks or something like that. And somebody in the group was sharing it, and it was Corey from Aquarium Co-op. And at that time, I was just keeping guppies, ghost shrimp, and peppered corydoras. And so all of the videos on Corey was, of course, on guppies, and because he loves guppies first, more than other fish that he loves, even though he's enjoying his outside ponds right now. And so I started watching his videos on YouTube, and then I saw something called he's live, and I'm like, what? Because I didn't know about YouTube having live events. So I started watching him, and then Bob Steenspot, came over, and he was in one of Corey's live stream. So even though I started watching YouTube videos with Corey, Bob Steenspot at Steenspot Aquatics is what got me encouraged into starting up my own channel. So I have to say hats off to Bob.
Cool. Yeah. That's all the questions I wrote. I can't think of any more questions. Does anybody have any questions for me or Susan?
Yeah, it takes about 15 or 20 seconds for them to write any questions. They're still saying hi to the new people that came in. Vinoski came in. Vinoski Tanks came in. Donald has a question for both of us. Go ahead. You want to read it? Aquatic Express.
Um, what species of fish do you plan on getting in the future?
Me?
Go ahead.
Plecos.
Michael.
I want some plecos. That, I mean, like the small ones, the bushy nose plecos. Either the what is the red ones or the chocolate ones? I saw you got a chocolate one, don't you? The
Yeah, I got right now I have five chocolate plecos. Yeah.
So what fish are you planning to get in
Um,
the future?
for me, I want more angels. I like the what do you call it? The high bright orange yellowish colors. So I think my next angelfish would be the koi angels
Well, if Sherry comes and sees me soon, she's bringing me a breeding pair,
of koi angels or just angels.
koi angels.
Cool.
And I was looking on Dan's Fish under some of his angel fish. I forget whose store it was, but I saw some blue, some kind of blue angel.
Daniel Daniel keeping fish is asking, what's the most difficult fish you ever kept and the secret you found to keeping them?
The most difficult fish I've ever kept is the paradise fish, and the secret I found in keeping him is trying to find him a new home. He doesn't bother fish bigger than him, but if you're the same size or smaller, he's going to attack you. So he needs a tank with larger fish in it. That's the secret to keeping a paradise male.
Yeah. For me was um I can't think of one at this point. Um,
How about your mollies? They're no problem, are they?
the mollies.
Yeah, the Dalmatian mollies.
I never had those, but I did have some swordtails, and I guess those would be because they kept I had males and females, and they just kept picking at each other, and no matter what I did, I couldn't never fix the problem. So, and I wanted more fish in that tank, so and I didn't want them to start picking on the other fish. So I'm just gonna ask my local fish store if they want them. I don't want anything for them. They can just take them and do whatever they want with them except kill them.
Yeah.
So yeah, they took them.
So those were swordtail platinum, just swordtails.
Those were swordtails.
Okay. Peter,
Mob
opinion, yeah.
Mob Guppy saying hi, Susan. Hi, Petsotics. Thanks, Mob Guppy, for putting my was it Facebook page? Is that what it is? Yeah, my Facebook page. Thanks.
Yeah, in the description has your Facebook group page, is it page? And then I also have the website in the description.
Okay, cool.
Daniel Keeping Fish is laughing. He says, haha, best answer is pass the problem on.
Yeah.
He says
So
he
would it?
wishes he could do that with teenagers sometimes.
Yeah. So do you want to put your website up and talk about your website?
Okay, let me go to it.
And if you want, you could also put your other sites that you might have, like the Patreon or whatever that you want.
Okay, thank you. Got to do the screen share. Tell me what you see in it too. Oh, it's giving me a little problem. Sometimes the screen share is finicky. Well, it's buffering. I'm locked up. I may have to disconnect and come back.
Okay. Will it disconnect me?
It won't it won't disconnect you. I'll go and connect in a different way.
Okay.
You just keep managing the chat and I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay. Um, Thanks, Mob Guppy, for putting up my YouTube link up, my YouTube channel link up. Anyone have any more questions? Thank you for putting up Susan's Instagram page link. Okay. Well, while Susan comes back, does anybody have any more questions for me? And I'll try not to pass them on. Alana Suki, I hope I said that right, is asked, Aquatic Express asked if you both own any pets besides fish. Do you both own any other? Yeah, I have a Chihuahua mix, a dog, and I have two parakeets. And I plan on getting reptiles, either bearded dragons or crested geckos, or both.
Can you see me back?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see if I can do this again without it crashing. Any other questions?
Yeah, Aquatic Express asked us if we own any other pets besides fish.
You still got your puppy?
Yeah, I told my Chihuahua mix and two parakeets.
And two parakeets. I forgot about that.
The two parakeets I got were actually relinquished because I work at Petco as well part time. I'm the aquatic specialist, and every so often people relinquish pets and they take it to Petco. So when I worked at the first Petco, which I got transferred because the first Petco where I worked closed, when I was at the other Petco, they relinquished a pair of a pair of parakeets, a male and a female, and again I didn't want to separate them, so I took both of them.
Can you see my screen share now?
Yep, yep, I can. Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay, this is slcaquatics.org. This is my website. This is the welcome page. There's an about me page. And there's a blog that I've gotten started in, but I'm not doing too much with it. I have an upcoming events page that lets you know what's going on, and you can get involved by clicking the green button, or you can donate to help support this website at that button. And some of the upcoming events are tomorrow morning, there's a all-girls fish fam live stream tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. If anybody shows up, I'll be solo. And then February couples live stream. And then we have, I have a March workshop that I may have to cancel on, but right now that's what's going on. And everybody knows about the aquatic experience coming up in October. And I do plan, with the Lord's help, to make it to this one this year. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I plan on making it. And then here's the resource page that I have really been promoting about our community, welcoming you to our community. The hashtag FishFam YouTube community is a large fish keeping, shrimp keeping, aquatic plant keeping, merchandise place to help support those that have their own businesses and or websites. And I have desired to be a resource network area where we can come and network among ourselves and help their businesses or their fish rooms grow and stay in existence. And also, I hope you don't mind me mentioning getgills.com right now, but that's kind of like a network place also for different stores. You can go and purchase from different stores. And but I'm going to scroll on down here to let you know how you can get your business listed here on my resource page. There's Petsotics, Life with Pets, Everything Aquatic, Fancy Tail Aquatics. We have Green Oasis Farms. We have Extreme Aquatics. That's Mike that was collabed with Jeremy at Sergeant Tank last night. And he also is under the umbrella of getgills.com. There's Flip Aquatics and Multi-Tank Addictions. And as you see, there's a blank area for your business or website. So all you have to do is contact me, and I will be very glad to share your information free of charge. And of course, if you ever wanted to do something to help me out, you can donate to my Patreon or to my PayPal account. I also have a merchant swag page where you can buy some SLC Aquatics swag. And you can go to Zazzle or Teespring or support me at PayPal. So I guess that's it for right now. Thank you, Diego.
Sure. I think passion for pets. I think she asked me if this was my first live stream. It's my first live stream I attempted to host with a special guest, and I'm not sure what she means by that, but I was a special guest on one of Susan's live streams. So I guess it's not my first live stream. I would say. I don't know if it'd be different in YouTube land.
And he would have hosted it, but he had a few problems figuring it out. So I went ahead and went live on my channel but we're going to do some more private collabs together so he can really get ready to host it himself. And I don't care how many times he knows it. He does. I don't care how many times that we need to practice. We're gonna help you get it, Diego. Okay.
Thanks. And this is probably it's like I feel like you push me into the water,
You
which
gotta
which
get
is
all wet.
yeah, which is fine. I don't mind. If anything, I think it's gonna help because that like when I before I worked at Petco, like most entrepreneurs, they don't want to work for anybody else. And my friends kept telling me, you got to work at least to supplement your business, to help your business. And like almost all entrepreneurs, no, I don't want to work for somebody else. I don't care if it is my industry and I love the industry. I don't want to work for anybody else. And so one of my friends, we were driving around and she stopped at the Petco and she's like, come on, let's go. I'm like, what are you gonna buy here? She's like, nothing. You're gonna go fill an application. You're gonna ask about a job. And I was resisting. I probably resisted like 4 times. And she's like, no. And then I said, okay, what could it hurt? So I went, and almost 2 years later, I'm still with Petco.
See, she knew what you needed. And
Yeah,
that, we all need a little shove sometimes. There's things in my life that I would like to do, but until someone pushes me out of my comfort zone, and that's all I did. I said, "Come on, we can do this, Diego."
yeah,
And you're going to get to the point where you can do it too. So this
yeah.
is him getting all wet, y'all guys.
I think I'm more nervous now than when you had me as a guest. I don't know why that is. Maybe because you pushed me.
Yeah, you weren't ready, but you gotta quit the broken promises, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, no more broken promises. We did it at 6 o'clock, even though I'm hosting it. I'm not hosting it. It's just my channel, but he's my host.
Okay.
James Lathan, I want to let you know I saw your comment in chat that you will send me a PM after the live stream concerning how I can get to the aquatic experience this year. Thank you, James. He's always looking after me.
Cool.
Yeah, Passion for Pets was just saying just the format of the stream is different.
Yeah.
We got Matthew Moore Cichlids in the house.
Yay.
And Donald at Aquatic Express says, one more question. Do you prefer getting fish online or in the stores, local stores?
Oh, you waiting for me?
Yeah, I'm going to let you answer this one first.
Okay. It all depends. I like going to into the stores because I can actually see the live fish more on and see if it's acting normal or not, and then I can decide if I want it then and there. But at the same time, I don't mind. I mean, the difference is that you can actually be there and look at the fish, right? And we all know that, and and we all know that with online shopping, whatever it is can be tricky because the pictures may not be what the actual product or animal is, the fish. But at the same time, you have to do well. I do research on the online store, and then I give them the benefit of the doubt, and I order. If it's good, I'll try it again and again and again, and if the first three or four orders are good, then I don't have a problem with them until I have a problem with them.
I understand that too. I
Yeah.
prefer shopping in a local store, but y'all won't believe this. And we know that there's, anyway, y'all won't believe this, but I'm a hermit. I hate to get outside of my four walls. So most of the fish that I've acquired now, except for the fish in my 55, has been people either sending me fish in the mail, which is kind of fun because it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And now Rick from Bam Aquatics drove down from Decatur and brought me 2 strains of guppies. So for me, a kid that likes to stay home, I like getting mine in the mail, but I don't purchase from just anybody because, like Diego said, the pictures may be deceiving, but they don't mean for it to be deceiving. They're actually either showing you pictures of what the name of the fish is or what the adult parent looks like, and then they might be sending you juveniles unless you are purchasing breeding, already active breeding fish. But the people that have sent me fish, I've been very satisfied and very surprised every time I opened up the fish box.
Yeah.
Alana Suki says prices are all corporate stuff.
Yeah, and on my website, I sell plans, and like I put the acronym, if it's the actual what you're gonna get, the planned. Like I like to put like Anubias on lava rock or driftwood, and I take a picture of that. And because all lava rock is different shaped and everything, I just show the plant and say this and say something like or I know I have that in a couple. I put this is I put something like rock shapes vary. That way they know they're not getting the actual rock. So if they want the actual rock and they have a plan for it in their tank, then if I put that's not the actual rock that you get, then at least they know to plan for something different. But I also have a couple of things that I put that they don't have one of, and I put the acronym what you see is what you get, and then I put quantity one because it's all I have. So that's what I do on my website. I mean, as far as because everything looks different on a picture. As far as that goes, I just take the original picture. I'm not saying I don't enhance that a little bit with programs, but what you see when I say what you see is what you get, that's what you get.
Good. Cichlids 23 is messing with you. He's playing with you a little bit. Did you read what his comment was?
Who? No.
Cichlid 23. Who do we need to talk to get the $1 per gallon on 125, Diego? Question mark, question mark, question mark, LOL. It ain't going to happen.
Oh, yeah, I saw. Well, actually, Petco, I think, is worldwide. So if you want to, and when you get at least here in the United States, I don't know other countries, when you go in and buy something, they on the receipt should be the corporate number. So I guess you could call them and ask them.
Call corporate office.
Yeah. When all else fails, call corporate office.
Mr. B's telling you no need for nerves. I told him there's no haters here. We all love him.
Yeah. It's not so much the haters that I mind. It's just that I've never done something like this before.
Yeah, it's new to you. And I told you it takes a couple times to, because I don't really directly look at the camera when I'm talking. I always suggest to newbies that are nervous, get in front of the mirror and talk to yourself and pretend like you're doing a live stream. Like, introduce yourself first. Hi, I'm Susan for SLC Aquatics. Want to welcome you to the live stream tonight. We're going to talk about nothing. And so anything goes and all that crazy stuff, and laugh at yourself, chuckle, and look at what you look like, because you're really looking at yourself, right? As,
Yeah.
as you're doing the stream. So you might as well get used to looking at yourself.
Yeah.
And that helps break the ice a little bit. Um, Teresa Cookie says we need the dollar per gallon sale here in New Zealand for sure.
Well, right now that dollar sale is going, but here in the United States,
Isn't it till February the 2nd?
yes.
Groundhog's Day.
Anybody asking any questions? Well, I got a question. What are your plans? Or do you have any different plans? What are your plans with YouTube? Or your projects?
Well, I do plan to do more collabs with smaller channels and bigger channels. I'm not gonna pick and choose. A lot of times they come to me and ask me, uh, "Can we do a collab soon?" I'm saying, "Sure." My schedule is always Tuesday nights. I will miss next Tuesday night if the weather doesn't get bad, because I have a business meeting that I'm going to. It's another business adventure that my husband wants to go to, and he supports me in my hobby, so I might as well, it's something that I like to do too. So we have a business meeting next Tuesday night. So I plan to do more collabs. I want to grow my fish room back out, but I downsized for a reason. Life changes. I want to be able to visit my mom more often, even though I may have to do it once or twice a year. I still, uh, you know, I, I still have a full time job, so I can't grow larger right now. I may put a bunch of stuff in my outside ponds in the spring. And so I tell my husband, let nature have her way. Um, Basically, I need to clean this junky room up. But that's it. I guess more collabs. I just want to. I think at the end of last year, when I did my 2018 summary, I made comments that I'm just going to be me. I am hashtag Fish Fam Mom because you all named me. The community named me that. So I'm always will be mom, and I always will be Susan for SLC Aquatics. So just being myself, being more relaxed, and I want to help more in the community. The people in our state, they want a few of them want to have some meetings, whether it's an organized club or not. They just want to have some times where we can get together, hang out with each other. We need somebody to share the hobby with sometimes, because somebody in your household may not be overwhelmed and just as excited and obsessed as you are. And, I love my husband. He loves me, but he does get sick and tired of hearing about fish. So I guess just being me, I want to do more collabs to see the community grow. I want to help the small channels who want to grow. And I will be putting out more tutorial videos this year too on YouTube, and using OBS and using your video editors, etc.
Cool. Well, my plan is to stop getting so much nervous and keep doing live streams. What I want to do is talk about on the live stream, talk about my website and that people know. My friends have known me to be a shameless promoter, but I say, hey, I have to be if I'm in business. Everybody does it, and so that's my plan to talk about my website. I do updates and add products on a regular basis. So that's one of my ideas. My other one is, which I got from you, Susan, that when you do the all girl hangout live. I wanted the same thing, but with guys.
So all the
And
guys will be on the panel.
yeah,
Okay.
and I got that idea from you. So, but with guys, yeah. And I had a few more ideas. I wrote them down. I know where they're at, and the third one was to keep doing collabs. You have special guests. And there was two more I can't think of right now, but yeah, there was like five ideas I had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm laughing at Twin City Guppies. He said, I made it. Yay, yay, yay. I got a nickel. I got a nickel. Hey, hey, hey. Hello, Susan and everyone. Hey, King Lee. How you doing?
Yes, I saw King Lee's post too. What you were talking about. I don't want to interrupt.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
Lives for the most of us, for us in the lives for the most part are for us in the chat. Oh, live streams are mostly for the people in the chat room. Yeah, they can sub to sub each other, check out each other's channel. There's 3 little dots beside each person's name to the right. Put your mouse over it, and it gives you a menu. Click on it, and you have go to channel, report, remove, put user in timeout, hide user on this channel, or add moderator. That's what I have as a host. I think
Okay.
who participate in the chat only have like go to channel, report, or hide user or something. I forget. There's only like 3 things that they have.
Yeah.
Did you see what Daniel Fish Keeping said?
No.
He says, I wish it wasn't 1 a.m. and I wish I didn't have a big day tomorrow, but it is, and I do. Thank you. Really enjoyed the stream. Night all. Take care of each other. Thank you, Daniel Keeping Fish. Have
Thanks.
a good night and have a blessed day tomorrow.
My phone keeps distracting me.
Yeah, I have to turn mine over.
I just turned mine over.
Yep. Alana Suki says it's nice sometimes to get out and nerd out with other fish people. Plus, you get to learn more things. That's true. I always am learning everything. Everything aquatics in here. Dina Edwards, Diego. Dina made it. Hey, Dina.
Hey. And Dina goes by Dina because I don't see it.
Everything aquatic.
Oh.
I have a timestamp on my. You can set timestamps on people's comments, and it's at 6:58 p.m. So about 4 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. Right.
And she also gets promo codes on her website as well, like you do, Diego.
Yeah. Yeah, your promo code is SLC Aquatics 15.
Yes.
Yeah, so
I'll
anybody
type
can, if anybody goes on my website, Petsotics.com, and put in SLC Aquatics 15, you get 15% off on the entire order, not just fish, but on anything that they buy, that they purchase. Yeah, SLC Aquatics 15. And that's over the discounts already on my website. So if something is 15% off on my website, and you use your promo code, it's getting 30% off on that.
And there is an area when you are checking out to enter that promo code, correct?
Yes. Yeah, there is.
Alana Suki says, I have no idea how Susan remembers everyone's real name. That is super amazing. Well, Barbara, I get to know a lot of people on Facebook and coincide it with their names. And, some people have memories like that. But you've caught me in many of my live streams calling someone the wrong name. And of course, I blush and then I get all embarrassed and start saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
I've noticed that too, Susan, but it only happens to you like one time out of, I would say, 20.
It's got to be a gift. Thank you, Lord.
Whereas me, I don't, as much as I've been on YouTube, I only have a handful of people remembered.
Well, the more you get out, the more that you get out and show up in chats or even at like Big Easy's live streams, people who do live streams, who do the Collab live streams where they post the live stream, the Google link in the chat, and you participate. The more you are active on live streams and even leaving comments after a video post or something, the more active you are with other people's channels, you get, it's like you don't have friends if you don't show yourself friendly. You know that saying?
Right.
Yeah. So the more you participate in different places, I be honest, I go to channels that are not necessarily my favorite channel, but they support me when I'm live, or they support me by leaving comments on my videos. So when they're live, I go and check them out for a little bit. Sometimes their use of language is not my favorite thing. So I'll tolerate it for a little bit, and then I just tell everybody good night and I love you and came to show love. I came to click the like button. And sometimes I share their live stream on my Facebook page or other Facebook group. So I try to
Yeah.
participate. Orlando Children is in the house. That's Danny from up there in Canada.
Yeah.
And Dina says she's going to update my promo code. Thank you, Dina, at Everything Aquatic. Teresa Cookie says, I remember most people's names. LOL. See, you're gifted too, Teresa.
Alana Suki is, and I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but she's saying I just had a guy yesterday ask me if I remember when he worked with me years ago, and I had no clue. That's that's almost like when I'm out and about and I see someone, I look at them and they look at me like saying, "Why are you looking at me, weirdo?" But it's like, but then I eventually go up to them and say, "Do I know you from somewhere?" And they're like, "Yeah, yeah, I met you here and here," or "No, I don't think you do." And when they say, "Yeah, we worked here a few years ago. When you did this, I did this," and then we talk. But and then when they say, "No, I don't know you," it's like, "Okay, I'm sorry to bug you."
Yeah, it happens. Yep,
Yeah,
it happens. Diego, I want to ask you questions about the type of work you do. You're trying to get self-supportive on your website, correct?
right,
But you hadn't gotten there yet.
right.
You do different things, not trying to make you give your life away because you've got to make some earnings, but there's things you do behind the scenes that you're humble, so you don't like to brag about what you do, but there's some things that you do behind the scenes sometimes to help someone out.
Yeah,
Like I know you've helped out with sick children and elderly, and
yeah,
you have a dream to have kind of like a delivery type program for those who can't get out, who are shut-ins.
right. Yeah, yeah. For elderly or for people who have issues in their health and start delivering any type of pet food, not just dog food, but any type of pet food and products. And and at one point I want to help out the military as well. Um, and so yeah, I'm starting. I want to start like a division, off of Petsotics, where I can just deliver stuff for people that are not capable of, or can, for whatever reason, they don't want to go out to the pet stores or to any stores and get their foods for pets.
Yeah, so you need a team that can actually be a delivery team.
Yeah,
And you're in Illinois, right?
right.
Okay. So any of you guys close to Illinois or in Illinois, y'all need to contact him and y'all need to get some game plans going. He's not ready to hire people. He needs us to build his business up so he can hire people, to do these missions and help him fulfill the vision that he has. Um, a question from Not Nola Jane Fish Rich. What food do you recommend for spotted puffer fish? That'll have to go for you.
Um, I've never owned pufferfish, not yet,
Yeah,
but
me either.
from
Might have to
so
research that, Nola Jane.
yeah, so I can't really recommend any food for pufferfish, but from what I heard and researched, people feed snails. Um, I also heard that they're good with flake food, with tropical flake food,
I agree with that.
and there was something else I can remember, but snails and tropical fish food is, I've heard that it's fine.
Aquatic Express is asking a very odd question. Does anyone have any birthdays coming up? I do. I was wondering why he was asking that. Yeah, my birthday's in February.
My birthday's later in April.
In April. Yep.
Someone here just oh J Latham is asking, I guess, me what city on, I guess that's in Illinois, are you in? I am in the Chicagoland area, the Chicago area.
Yeah, I think
I,
James is up there too.
I am, what are they? The northern suburbs, I think they are. I don't even know where I live. I think they're the northern suburbs.
Well, happy belated birthday, Dina. Everything aquatic. Hers was just a few days ago. So Diego's trying to figure out where he lives.
I think it's northern suburbs of Chicago.
Long Island Fish Guy said, my mom's birthday just passed. LOL. Well, happy belated birthday to your mom. Jean-Michael Oranda Children says, I wish I could age backwards. You're too young to worry about aging backwards. I think he's about 20 or 21, 21, 22. I can't remember. He's a young fella.
Yeah. I wish I was 21 again.
With the knowledge that we have, yeah.
Yeah.
I still want my brain, but I'll take the 21 over again.
Yeah.
Does anyone know where I'm from? LOL. Long Island Fish Guy. No, where's Long Island? Remember, I was really guessing the other night when he came into my chat. I'm like, is that Long Island, New York, or is there another Long Island somewhere? We got Phoenix Aquatic 411 Legacy Melvin's in the house. I was born in Chicago, Illinois, but raised in the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania most of my life.
Cool.
James says, I'm near the Galesburg area, Diego, and was hoping we were a little closer. We're about 3 hours away from each other.
No.
Yeah, Illinois is not a small state either. I mean, I can't remember circumference wise if it's about the same size as Alabama or is it narrower, more narrow. I don't know. I'd have to get on my map.
I wouldn't know. I'm actually, what is it? About 30 to 45 minutes away from the Wisconsin border.
Wow. You are up there, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're almost in the lakes.
Yeah.
Passion for Pets says it takes me 3-ish hours for me to drive from home to Chicago. Well, I'm so glad to see you in here. Is this a new viewer or have you changed your channel name? Passion for Pets. Do you know who Passion for Pets is, Diego?
Yeah, that's I remember her name, Lisa.
Lisa. Okay, see, you're helping me out. Are there any more questions? We're past the hour, and it's Friday night, everybody. Diego, you've done such a great job, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for helping.
You're welcome. Next time you're going to host it, you're going to create an event.
Okay.
First of all, so it's on your profile page, on your YouTube profile page, and people will know it, and you can share it on Facebook or Twitter or Google, Instagram. You can share it at different places weeks before the event. Okay.
Okay.
And
The live show I plan on doing next, and hopefully I won't be as nervous as I am now hosting it by myself, is either talk about my website or have the all guy panel, the what do you call it, the hangout all guys, like
yes.
all guys.
Well, before we sign off, I can share your website, lock my screen, and you can still talk about your page if you want to guide me through your web page. You want to do that before we log off?
No, because I don't know what I want to plan on, what I want to talk about and say.
Okay. I'm
But
with you.
thanks, I appreciate it.
You're welcome. But everybody, I want to thank you. We've continued to keep over 10 viewers. We've got 13 viewers right now. We've had a great turnout, Diego. And I want to thank you for having me as a guest on your first live stream collab.
Thanks.
And so Diego's going to tell everybody, thank you for coming. Have a good
Thank you
night.
for coming. Have a good night.
See you next time.
See you next time.
And Diego, don't log off, okay? I'm just going to stop broadcasting. Good night,
Okay.
everyone. Love you.
Good night.